Hi, everybody. Tonight, Koopa Mommy will be reading Bedtime Story to us. So I hope everybody's getting comfy. Hi, it's me. Yeah, you know me. You know me. Everybody knows me. I'm Koopa. And we just got some things we gotta, even up here. Koopa Mommy didn't do her work. That Mommy. I mean, she's really, you know what they say. You gotta love your mommy, but gosh, we really lucked out on the mom department, didn't we? I mean, I can't say anything bad about her, but gosh, I mean, what are you gonna what do we do with her anyway? I mean, how do we fix her? Something's not right with that mom, but you know what? We gotta love her anyway, don't we? That's how it is, right? I mean, what do you do with a mom like that? I don't know. I mean, maybe we could hit the reset button on her. Maybe. There's got to be something we could do. 'Cause that mom just ain't right. That mom just ain't right. Yeah, but I am. Yeah, give her a firm bonk to the head. She won't know what hit her. Hit her. She won't know what hit her. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know, just chat box issues, you know. It's just, it's how it is sometimes. It's how it is, but yeah, we're getting it all worked out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're just trying to make that fit in there, right? Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. No, I'm Troopa. You don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. I mean, yeah, Metatron, I know who you are, but how come you don't know who I am? Metatron, buddy, we've been together so long, and you don't even remember me? Metatron. Yeah, I really. Do you really believe? Metatron? You hurt my feelings, man. Metatron, how dare ya? Metatron, I'm crying, real tears right now. This is real. You better apologize, Metatron. Metatron, come on, man. Apologize. Come on, Metatron. Don't leave Buddy hanging here. Oh, hello, Jolly. Hello, Jaffe. I'm sorry, Jaffe, for pronouncing that wrong, and also hello, high anxiety. Oh no, Metatron's bullying me. Mom. Metatron bullied me. Stop me! I'll slap you! Don't you dare! Hey, I busted my ass. For all of you here. And this is what I get in return. You better just really, but you better, won't you ever frickin' learn? I'm gonna get mom. I'm getting out of bed and I'm gonna get mom. Mom, they're bullying me in here. Mom, get out of here. Mom, get out of here. Mom, get out of here. Stop it! I don't care what Fortuna says. Get in here, Mom! Mom! God damn! I don't care if your stories is on. We got bedtime stories to do. We got bedtime stories, Mom. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, Trooper. This is ASMR now. We're doing ASMR. You have to understand. We have to be quiet. Now, let's get in a little closer, okay, Trooper? Come on. I'll go to bed. Okay, hi everybody. Hi. Let's get comfy under the covers, okay? I'm very sorry for that. I'm very sorry for that, but now we're getting very comfy and okay, now you're gonna join me back in bed, aren't you, Trooper? Okay, come on, get under the bed. Get under the covers, Trooper. Get under the covers, Trooper, okay? Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, your brother has to join in too, We can't have this without your brother, okay? So he's going to need to come. Oh, there you are, my other son. Come here, come to Mama. Keep Mama company, okay? It's cold tonight. It's going to be a very chilly, let's see what the temperature is. Right now it is, let's see. Oh my goodness, what a cold temperature, 60 outside. Oh no, what will we do? We have to huddle together so we don't freeze to death. But we do need Troop Cat. Coop Cat. We need Coop Cat to keep us company on our legs. See, there we go. Oh, it's very comfy, isn't it? It's very comfy. This music is not fitting for a relaxing, comfy time. So let me change our music real quick, because that's not relaxing, is it? Yes, we're going to change the music now. We're going to change the music, and we're going to relax now. This is what we're going to do, Troopa Cat. Troop Cat. We're going to relax now. Oh, no. No, Pink's not touching me weird. Nobody's touching anybody weird. We're just having a nice little time, okay? We're having a nice time in here. Now, turn on the fireplace. Okay, I'm just going to light the fire within my loins. Okay, let me just light that. Okay, yeah. Now the fireplace is lit. Oh no, honey, he didn't piss the bed. That was that's just the turtle juices. It's just the turtle juices. Yeah, nothing suspicious there. That's just turtle juices. The water bed. Yes, we have a water bed. I bought it in the 90s and it was recalled about 5 times, but you know what? We keep using it anyway because it's all we can afford. So, can you milk a turtle? Do you want to find out? Oh, no, we're not making food. So, now, tonight, my sons, my daughters maybe, everyone here, we will be reading some bedtime stories. You can milk anything with nipples, well, you're damn sure right I got them. And you may have them too under your little shell. They may look like milk duds, they may not. And welcome, Lethal, Welcome, Lethal, to, whatever this is. I'm sorry you have to witness this, but you know what? We're here now. So let me finish setting up the music, setting up the mood, and then we will start this, okay? Yes, the waterbed was ordered from wish.com. I got it printed with custom images that says, "Son, whenever you alone, always realize mom behind your back. Stand strong and remember, I have your heart." Exactly that text. What we got on it. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Let me just get this. And it's something very much like, "You're my little girl to my son." You're my little girl to my son. Okay, so let's see. Tonight we will be reading bedtime stories, and am I loud enough for everybody? Can everybody hear me well? I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? So, let's see.
Okay, okay. Does it need to be a little louder or is it all good? All good. Because I want to use my relaxing voice and I don't want to, don't want to be too rough. And hello, Philin. Hello and welcome, Philin. Thank you for joining us tonight, Philin. Okay, all good, all good. Okay, so let's see. What shall we start with? I do have a couple stories marked. Like, for instance, we have Constant Metal, Beauty, we have the Goose Girl, and I'm trying to decide what we shall start with. I also, Nina did say her favorite story from this, she thinks, is Sleeping Beauty, no, Snow White. So I'm trying to see, let's see, on the pages, Snow White. Let's see. Find it here. Let's see. Oh, yes, Snow White and Rose Red. Let's start with Snow White and Rose Red, please. Yes, we're getting sleep stream and we're getting comfy. So let's see. I'm looking for page 524. Page 524. Okay. Let's see. It is 8:54 here. Lately I've been falling asleep at 8 because I'm like an old lady. Fables is unironically my favorite comic series of all time. You're my boy Blue. You're my boy Blue. I always think of the movie Old School when I think of that. And when I sing Total Eclipse of the Heart, people think I'm insane because I think back to the movie Old School. Now, in the movie Old School, there is Blue. He said many times throughout the movie, "You're my boy Blue." And there's the song. Hold on a minute. Okay, there's the song Total Eclipse of the Heart in it. And it's like, and I need you now tonight. I fucking need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be fucking forever. And there's like the version of Total Eclipse of the Heart by the Dan Band. He inserts the names like, and I fucking need you now tonight. I fucking need you. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so yes, that's in. If you look up Dan Band Total Eclipse of the Heart, it was playing at a wedding in that movie, and I always think of Total Eclipse of the Heart as that. I'm very sorry, Tito. I'm very sorry. We're getting more to the relaxing part. And hello, Whips. Thank you for joining as well. So we are going to get into it with Snow White and Rose Red. But that was just a little thing because it's the old man and he joins a fraternity in college. And his name is Blue. So Snow White and Rose Red. There was once a poor widow who lived in a lonely cottage. In front of the cottage was a garden wherein stood 2 rose towers, one of which bore white and the other red roses. She had 2 children who were like the 2 rose trees, one called Snow White and the other Rose Red. They were as good and happy, as busy and cheerful as ever 2 children in the world were. Only Snow White was more quiet and gentle than Rose Red. Rose Red liked better to run about in the meadow and fields seeking flowers and catching butterflies. But Snow White sat at home with her mother and helped her with housework, or to read to her when there was nothing to do. The 2 children were so fond of each other that they always held each other by the hand when they went out together. Snow White said, "We will not leave each other," Rose Red answered, "never so long as we live." And their mother would add, "What one has she must share with the other." So we're talking about sharing. This is a story about sharing, it seems. Yes, the elderly comedian in it was not Will Ferrell, but Will Ferrell was in the movie. But anyway, yes, we're talking about sharing now. So, they often ran about the forest alone and gathered red berries, and no beasts did them any harm, but came close to them, trustfully. The little hare would eat a cabbage leaf out of their hands. The deer grazed by their side. The stag leaped merrily by them. Let me hold my book up a little bit more. Hard to find my place. And the birds sat still upon the boughs and sang whatever they knew, like Anyway, yes. Anyway, so no trouble found them if they had stayed too late in the forest, and night came. They laid themselves down, one near the other, upon the moss, and slept until morning came. I mean, how do you not know? How do you not know that's what it came? That's not, you have no proof of that. And their mother knew this and had no distress on their account. Once, when they had spent the night in the woods, and dawn had waked them, they saw a beautiful child in a shining white dress sitting near their bed. He got up and looked quite kindly at them, and said nothing, and went away in the forest. Hello, Knockbarrowman, welcome, and hello, I'm a chicklet. Welcome and thank you for joining. So he got up and looked quite kindly at them, but said nothing, and walked away into the forest. And when they looked around, they found that they had been sleeping quite close to a pit, and would certainly have fallen into the darkness if they had gone only a few paces further. And their mother told them that it must have been an angel who watches over good children. How very cute, how very sweet. Thank goodness for that angel. Snow White and Rose Red kept their mother's little cottage so neat that it was a pleasure to look inside. In the summer, Rose Red took care of the house, and every morning laid a wreath of flowers on her mother's bed before she awoke, in which was a rose from each tree. In the winter, Snow White lit the fire and hung the kettle on the hob. The kettle was of copper and shone like gold, so brightly it was polished. In the evening, when the snowflakes fell, the mother said, "Go, Snow White, and bolt the door." And then they sat round the hearth, and the mother took her spectacles and read aloud out of a large book, and the two girls listened as they sat and span. And close by them lay a lamb upon the floor, and behind them upon a perch sat a white dove with its head hidden beneath its wings. One morning, as they were thus sitting comfortably together, someone knocked at the door as if he wished to be let in. The mother said, "Quick, Rose Red, open the door. It must be a traveler who is seeking shelter." Hello, thank you for joining, Jody Bro. And hello, Monkberry, I think I missed. And yes, it's very cozy. It is very cozy, just like now, So Rose Red went to open the door and pushed back the bolt, thinking it was a poor man. But it was not. It was a bear that stretched his broad black head within the door. Rose Red screamed and sprang back. The lamb bleated, the dove fluttered, and Snow White hid herself beneath her mother's bed. The bear began to speak and said, "Do not be afraid. I will do you no harm. I am half frozen and only want to warm myself a little beside you." "Poor bear," said the mother, "lie down by the fire, and only take that you do not burn your coat." Then she cried, "Snow White, Rose Red, come out. The bear will do you no harm. He means well." So they both came out, and the lamb and Dove came nearer and were not afraid of him. The bear said, "Here, children, knock the snow off of my coat a little." They brought the broom and swept the bear's hide clean, and he stretched himself by the fire and growled contentedly, comfortably. It was not long before they grew quite at home and played with their clumsy guest. They tugged his hair with their hands, put their feet upon his back, and rolled him about. Or they took a hazel switch and beat him, and when he growled, they laughed. But the bear took it all in good fun. Only when they were too rough, he called out, "Children, children, let me live." Oh, thank you. I didn't know we reached 400, but thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I'm trying not to cry because I was already on the edge of crying from playing the Troopa thing, but I don't want to cry and I don't want to give my stimulus. I'm going to cry, and the music makes me sad because it reminds me of a sad part from the video game, and I'm not gonna. Let me mute while I sniffle. Troopa love, thank you, Troopa love, thank you, Troopa love. Yeah, it's part of the story. I'm not, okay, Troopa love, okay. Anyway. Snowy white, rosy red, will you beat your lover dead? Okay, that's a little bit hard. So, Troopa love, Troopa love. Oh. When it was bedtime and the others went to bed, Mother said to the bear, "You can't lie by the hearth. Then you can lie there by the hearth, and then you will be safe from the cold and the bad weather." As soon as the day dawned, the two children let him out, and he trotted across the snow into the forest. From then on, the bear came every evening at the same time, laid himself down by the hearth, and let the children amuse themselves with him as much as they liked, and they got so used to him, the doors were never fastened until their black friend had arrived. Let me wipe my feet. Thank you all. Thank you, Troopa love. Thank you. Okay. Okay. When spring had come and all outside was green, the bear said one morning to Snow White, "Now I must go away and cannot come back for the whole summer." "Where are you going then, dear bear?" asked Snow White. "I must go into the forest and guard my treasures from the wicked dwarfs. In the winter, when the earth is frozen hard, they are obliged to stay below and cannot work their way through. But now, when the sun is thawed and warmed the earth, they can break through it and come out to pry and steal. And what once gets in their hands and in their caves does not easily see the light of day again. It's the hollow earth. It all comes back to the hollow earth. It's the conspiracy theories. I'm telling you, make fun of me on CNN or whatever, but I'm saying they're freaking demons. They're freaking demons." Snow White was sad that he was going away, and as she unbolted the door for him, the bear was hurrying out. He caught against the bolt, and a piece of his hairy coat was torn off, and it seemed to Snow White as if she had seen gold shining through it, but she was not sure about that. The bear ran away quickly, and soon out of sight behind the trees. A short time afterwards, the mother sent her children into the forest to get firewood. There they found a big tree which lay felled on the ground. Close by the trunks was something jumping backwards and forwards in the grass, but they could not make out what it was. When they came nearer, saw a dwarf with an old withered face and a snow-white beard, a yard long, like ZZ Top. The end of the beard was caught in the crevice of a tree, and the little fellow was jumping backwards and forwards like a dog tied to a rope, and he did not know what to do. He glared at the girls with fiery red eyes and cried, "Why do you stand there? Can you not come here and help me?" "What are you doing there, little man?" asked Rose Red. "You stupid prying goose," answered the dwarf. I was going to split the tree to get little wood for cooking, but the little bit of food that one of us wants to get burnt up directly with the thick logs. We do not swallow so much as you coarse, greedy folk. I'd just driven the wedge safely in, and everything was going as I wished, but the wretched wood was too smooth and suddenly sprang apart. And the tree closed so quickly that I could not pull out my beautiful white beard. And now it is trapped in, and I cannot get away. And the silly, sleek, milk-faced things laugh. Ugh, how hateful you are. Well, I mean, he's a little rude, too. These kids, he would just say, please, can you help me? Please, sir, can you help me? But not, you stupid goose-faced bee. Why not help me out? I think he's being a little rude, don't you think? That's a little bit rude. Ridiculous. The children tried very hard, but they could not pull the beard out. It was caught too tight. I will run and fetch someone, said Rose Red. You senseless goose, snarled the dwarf. Why should you fetch someone? You're already too many. That's a tongue tie. Too many. And hello, Deep Gorilla. Hello, and thank you for joining. Too many. He sells by the seashore. He sells seashells by the seashore. He sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. He sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck along. Peter Piper picked a peck along. Hello, Neato Neat, and welcome. Okay, let me get back on track. So you are too many for me, and can you not think of something better? Don't be impatient, said Snow White. I will help you, and she pulled her scissors out of her pockets, cut off the end of the beard. As soon as the dwarf felt himself free, he laid a hold of his bag, which lay among the roots, and which was full of gold, and lifted it up, grumbling to himself, Rude people to cut off a piece of my fine beard. Bad luck to you. And then he swung open the bag on his back. Oh, thank you very much. Oh no, he's taking all the covers. Oh no. Okay, let's fix this. Okay, let's fix this. Come on. Okay, come closer to Mom. Okay, come closer. You need to stop hogging all the covers, young man. Here, there you go. There you go. Just get a little under there. Okay. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, now be good. Be good, boys. Be good. Okay, yes, cozy, bro. Cozy now. We have Coop Cat warming our legs. Isn't it very warm, very cozy? So nice. Okay, let me take a sip of tea. Yes, a twin-size bed for free, the finest we found outside of Goodwill. Goodwill doesn't accept mattresses, but people keep dropping them off there anyway, and we steal them to sleep on. We pile them up one by one like they're box springs. Very comfy, probably piss-stained, but hopefully not. We just pretend it's lemonade. Okay, so sometime after that, Snow White and Rose Red went to catch a dish of fish. As they came near the brook, they saw something like a large grasshopper jumping toward the water, as if they were going to leap in. They ran to it and found that it was a dwarf. Where are you going? Said Rose Red. You surely don't want to go into the water. I am not such a fool, cried the dwarf. Don't you see that a cursed fish wants to pull me in? The little man had been sitting there fishing, and unluckily, the wind had twisted his beard in the fishing line. Just then, a big fish bit, and the feeble creature had not strength to pull it out. The fish kept the upper hand and pulled the dwarf towards him. He held on to the reeds and rushes, and it was a little good, but he was forced to follow the movements of the fish. And hello, Gucha VT. Welcome. Thank you for joining. The bed bugs. Those are just love bugs. We don't talk about those. Red Bull, however are you going to sleep, my child? How? Indeed. Okay, so let's see. He was forced to follow the movements of the fish and was in urgent danger of being dragged into the water. The girls came just in time. They held him fast and tried to free his beard from the line, but all in vain. Beard and line were entangled fast together. Nothing was left to do but to bring out the scissors and cut the beard, whereby a small part of it was lost. When the dwarf saw that, he screamed out, "Is that civil, you toadstool, to disfigure one's face? Disfigure my beautiful face?" Did we get the bed sheets from Wish? Oh, you think we're rich enough to get our bed sheets from Wish? Yeah. We can't afford the 50-cent Wish. The 50-cent Wish thing where you order the bed sheets and it comes just a 1-inch square of fabric. How very cute, Troopa. Water scooters in the bed. No, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Metatron, don't. Metatron, just, it's okay. No, it's extra country. Don't say it's extra crunchy. Okay. So we disfigured his face. Now you have to cut off the best part of it. I cannot let myself be seen by people. I wish you had been made to run the soles off your shoes. What the heck is wrong with these people? You think there's something? You try to help a man. Bring us more the paper towel blanket than me. Oh no. Okay, Pig, you're gonna have to get a little over. You're gonna have to get a little over. Oh, your arm's cold? Okay, wait. Oh, get back in here. Your foot's hanging out a little? Okay. Oh, no, this is the original color of the sheets, don't worry. Oh. Then he took out a sack of pearls which had been lay in the rushes, and without saying a word more, he dragged it away and disappeared behind a stone. It happened that soon afterwards, the mother sent the 2 children to town to buy needles and thread, and laces and ribbon. The road led them across a pasture upon which huge pieces of rock lay strewn here and there. Now they noticed a large bird hovering in the air, flying slowly around and above them. It sank lower and lower, and at last settled near a rock not far off. Directly afterwards, they heard a loud and pious cry. They ran up and saw the horror that the eagle had seized their old acquaintance, the dwarf, and was going to carry him off. The children, full of pity, at once took tight hold of the little man and pulled against the eagle so long that he had to let his treasure go. As soon as, flip the page. Oh, wait, my pages are stuck together. Let me lick my finger. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we are. Now we're at this. Okay, and welcome, Ducky. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, Ducky. Let's see. The dwarf had recovered from his first fright. He cried with his shrill voice, "Could you have not done it more carefully? You dragged at my brown coat so that it is all torn and full of holes. You helpless, clumsy creatures." Then he took up a sack full of precious stones and slipped away, once again under the rock into his hole. The girls, who by this time were used to his thanklessness, went on their way and did their business in town. As they crossed the pasture again, on their way home, they surprised that the dwarf, who had emptied out of his bag of precious stones in a clean spot, and had not thought that anyone would come there so late. The evening sun shone so brightly upon the stones. They glittered and sparkled with all colors, so beautifully that the children stood still and looked at them. "Why do you stand gaping there?" cried the dwarf, and his ashen gray face became copper red with rage. He was going on with his bad words when a loud growling was heard, and a black bear came trotting towards them out of the forest. Uh-oh. Okay, this is gonna go well, maybe. The dwarf sprang up in a fright, but he could not get to his cave, for the bear was already close. Then, in the dread of his heart, he cried, "Dear Mr. Bear, spare me. I will give you all my treasures. Look, the beautiful jewels lying there. Grant me my life. What do you want with such a slender fellow as I? You would not feel me between your teeth. Come, take these 2 wicked girls. They are tender morsels for you, fat as young quails. For mercy's sake, eat them. The bear took no heed of his words, but gave the wicked creature a single blow with his paw, and he did not move again. And hello and welcome, David. Thank you. Oh, yeah, this is getting a little... Okay, it seems the girls are safe, though, thank God. Yeah, oi, fuck you, dwarf. Fuck you, dwarf. Okay, So he gave him a single blow with his paw, and he did not move again. The girls had run away, but the bear called to them, Snow White and Rose Red, do not be afraid. Wait, I will come with you. Then they knew his voice and waited. When he came up to them, suddenly his bearskin fell off, and he stood there. A handsome man clothed in all gold. This is not a man. This is not a bear. This is a man in a bear suit. Bamboozled again. He's got a lot of Cartier. Oh my goodness. He's styling. He really is. He is just decked out. He's got the bling. He's got everything. This isn't the beach. This is a bathtub. I'm dual streaming? Oh, no. It's not so much falling to Twitch's wiles as, it's more of a switch I'm trying out because YouTube, unfortunately, is not really improving a lot of their issues. And there's a lot of technical things. I suppose I should make a Twitter post on it later, but I'm thinking about that, and I'm still uploading things to YouTube. I'm going to be uploading all my VODs. But yes, so let me continue. Yes, they're furries. Okay, anyway. Oh my gosh, it gets weirder. So he's a handsome man clothed in gold. I'm a king's son, he said, and I was bewitched by that wicked dwarf who had stolen my treasures. I have had to run about the forge as a savage bear until I was freed by his death. I'm sorry you had to see me pooping out my berries the other day. Hello, Drawing Brandon, and welcome. Now he has gotten his well-deserved punishment. Snow White was married to him, and Rose Red to his brother. And they divided between them that great treasure which the dwarf had gathered. There was no romance in between here. It's just, I was a bear and now I'm a handsome man. Why don't you marry me? I mean, you like to play on me, didn't you? You like to roll around and punch me? Oh, yes. So, the old mother lived peacefully and happily with her children for many years. She took the 2 rose trees with her. They stood before her window, and every year bore the most beautiful roses, white and red. And that's the end of Snow White. That was the end of Snow White. Very, different story, but you know what? It was not bad. So yes, Snow White married the bear. Now let's see. How can you say you love him even if you can't even watch him poop berries? Ah yes, truer words have never been said. Putch. Iliad and the Odyssey. Well, right now I have on me, let's see, I have with me Hans Christian Andersen and Grimm Fairy Tale. I don't think. Yes, that was Snow White and Rose Red. There may be a different Snow White. Let's see, Iliad and the Odyssey. I'll have to check out this book sometime. I'm unfortunately not the most well-read. Some of you may know I went to, I was homeschooled in Christian school, and they did not give us real books. They sent us books like, do you know the book Pilgrim's Progress? It was like bootlegs of Pilgrim's Progress. That's basically what we got. Things that were not real books at all. And thank you for joining, Dragonard. Thank you for joining, and welcome. So, yes, VeggieTales would have been more educational than what they gave us. see. Let's do. I think we will be doing Sleeping Beauty. Let's do Sleeping Beauty now, okay? Subbing will have to be when I get Twitch affiliate, which I'm trying to grind out now to unlock it. That's why I haven't been doing as many YouTube streams lately, because I'm trying to reach affiliate, and I do, like I said before, I do want to take into consideration, some people who are still, who are membered on YouTube, and I do want to take that seriously, and I'm trying to still, map out how do I not I don't want to alienate it. And if there's any suggestions, but I'm trying to. I'm aware, and I know some people have said, well, tell me when I could switch over, and I will announce that, because I know some people are like, well, I'll cancel on, YouTube, and I'll absolutely do that, because you don't need to be subscribed on both. That's a little silly, but yeah, okay. Thank you for your support, Metatron, and the restream. Twitch has issues with restreaming, actually. So I think it's if you are it's either when you're a partner or an affiliate, you cannot restream. That is the issue there. Oh, Magneto, I can always count on you. Your YouTube. Well, thank you, Dragonar, for trying. And I know some people have said, that there are issues with Twitch and the resolution, because they're saying I'm having issues getting it until you get affiliate, and that's part of the reason why I'm trying to grind out to get affiliate now, so there can be better resolution for some people, because I do want it to be accessible to people. Oh, thank you, Mala. That is true, and I appreciate that people want to support me, and it means so much. And let's change the topic. Let's change the topic. Okay, so we're going to be reading Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Briar Rose. Yes, the chat delay is also a big plus. Okay. Yes, okay. Sleeping Beauty. Okay. Like, the thing... Okay. I'm gonna... Just give me a moment. Give me a minute. Okay, give me a minute. I just need a moment. Give me a moment. Okay, let me get a moment. Okay, thank you. No, there's no snot. There's no snot. It's just the thing where it's like if you do cry at one point, it's easy to cry more later on, and it's like once you do cry at some point, it's like when you do cry, it's like there's endless floodgates, and you cannot close the floodgates. Does that make sense? Because it's like I'm not crying. No. But I mean, you get what I mean, right? It's like you do cry at one point, and it won't, it doesn't stop. The bed is soaked now. It wasn't a water bed. It was a tear bed. Oh no. But yeah, I know. At first I wasn't sure, if I was gonna, stream tonight, because I, felt very tired, because I had a lot of had some work to do, a lot of errands and a doctor's appointment, and didn't get the best news at the doctor's, and I was so, bummed and, very tired. But thankfully, yeah, I'm glad I went through with this. I'm glad I'm having fun. And I hope you're having fun too. I hope you're having a lot of fun. Because this is a thing before bed, isn't it? Music before we move over. And no, of the ambiance. This is not my ambiance. Oh no, this ambiance is not. Thank you, and I'm glad you all chose to hang out. You chose to hang. Okay. This track. Here we go. Track up. Continuing Sleeping Beauty. Pink is freezing. Oh no, let's get him back in. Get him back in under the covers. Oh, there you are, my sons. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna. No. Stop. No. Okay. I will be stay strong. Straight strong. These are, I think, are Grimm. I have the Brothers Grimm and I have Hans Christian Andersen. I don't know if they're German. I don't know. I don't know. Don't play gotcha in bed. It's bad for your eyes. Except then again, we're reading bedtime stories on Twitch, which is probably not good for your eyes either. Okay. Okay. Take tea sip. I'm not gonna cry. Hello. I'm not gonna cry. It's totally stable stream. Totally stable. Okay. So, we will be reading Sleeping is what we will be reading. Okay, and hello, Riker. Hello and welcome. Oh, it's good for the eyes. Oh, you Solace. Oh, you cod, you flirtatious little boy. I can roll my R's now. Are you proud of me? How I've grown. I figured out the key to it. I figured out the key. No, this is a good time. We're going to be reading Sleeping Beauty. Ratto, scimmieretta. Ratto. Ay, ninguém te cry. Okay, so. Megbert is here. Hello, Megbert. Hello, Megbert. I'm not dropping my spaghetti. Hello. Hi, Megbert. Hi. I'm normal. Hello, Megbert. Okay, so let me wipe my eyes. It's hard to read the pages like this. I do have rabies. Yes. I'm frothing at the mouth. Going. Hello, Kedron. Nothing. Kedron. Nothing weird. We're reading Sleeping Beauty. Read Sleeping Beauty. Read Sleeping Beauty. Okay. A long time ago, there were a king and a queen who said every day, if only we had a child. I feel you on that one, pal. But they never had one. But it happened that once when the queen was bathing, a frog crept out of the window and onto the land and said to her, "Your wish shall be fulfilled. Before a year has gone by, you shall have a daughter." What the frog had said, it came true. And the queen had a little girl who was so pretty that the king could not contain himself for joy and ordered a great feast. He had not invited he invited not only his kindred friends and acquaintances, but also the wise women, in order that they might be kind and well disposed toward the child. There were 13 of them in his kingdom, but as he had only 12 golden plates for them to each eat out of, one of them had to be left at home. This can't end. Oh, Megbert, thank you. I'm glad you love it. For you, of course, Megbert. Bert. Yes, thank you everybody for joining us. Okay, this is not going to end well. Okay, the feast was held with all manner of splendor. When it came to the end, the wise woman bestowed their magic gifts upon the baby. One gave virtue, another beauty, a third riches, and so on, with everything in the world that one can wish for. When 11 of them made their promises, suddenly the 13th came in. She wished to avenge herself for having not been invited, and without greeting and even looking at anyone, she cried with a loud voice, "The king's daughter shall in her 15th year prick herself with a spindle and fall down dead." Without saying a word more, she turned round and left the room. So, let me get this straight. You don't get invited to a dinner party, and you say, well, that's just fine with me. I'm going to curse your daughter to kill herself. Your daughter's going to die because you didn't invite me to your fancy dinner party because you did not have enough gold plates. What is wrong with this woman? What is wrong with her? And hello, Based Hero. Based Hero, hello and welcome. But, man, this lady. I mean, that's a little much. Why not curse the king, but not the baby? Just crazy. These people out there, man. They were all shocked, but the 12th, whose good wish still remained unspoken, came forward and said, she could not undo the evil sentence, but only softened it. She said, it shall not be death, but a deep sleep of 100 years, into which the princess shall fall. The king, who wished to keep his dear child from the misfortune, gave orders that every spindle in the whole kingdom shall be burned. You may not be sewing any more. No more snowing. No more sewing. No, we're done with that. We're done with that. No more in this whole kingdom. There's a danger. Penelope, hello, Penelope, and welcome to. Thank you for joining. It's so many people joining. I'm a little emotional tonight, but thank you for joining, Penelope. I'm glad it's making you comfy before bed. Oh, very sweet. Okay, so the king, who wished to keep his dear child from misfortune. Okay, so he got rid of all the spindles. Meanwhile, the gifts of the wise women came true for the young girl, for she was beautiful, modest, good-natured, and wise, that everyone who saw her was bound to love her. It happened that on the very day she turned 15 years old, the king and queen were not at home, and the maiden was left in the palace quite alone. So she went round into all sorts of places, looked into rooms and bedchambers just as she liked, and at last came to an old tower. No. She climbed up the narrow, winding staircase and reached a little door. A rusty key was in the lock. When she turned it, the door sprang open, and there in the little room sat an old woman with a spindle, busily spinning her flax. "Good day, old dame," said the king's daughter. "What are you doing there?" "I am spinning," said the old woman, and nodded her head. "What sort of thing is that rattles round so merrily?" said the girl, and she took the spindle and wanted to spin too. But scarcely had she touched the spindle when the magic decree was fulfilled. She pricked her finger with it, and in the very moment she felt the prick, she fell down onto the bed that stood there and lay in deep sleep. And the sleep extended over the whole palace. The king and queen, who had just come home and had entered the hall, began to sleep too, and all of the court as well. The horses too went to sleep in the stable, the dogs in the yard, the pigeons upon the roof, the flies on the wall, and even the fire that was flaming on the hearth became quiet and slept. The roast meat left off frizzling, and the cook, who was just going to pull the hair of the kitchen boy, because he had forgotten something, let him go and went to sleep. And the wind fell, and on the trees outside the castle not a leaf moved again. But round the castle there began to grow a hedge of thorns, which every year became higher and higher, and at last grew up close round the castle and all over it, so that there was nothing of it left to be seen, not even the flag upon the roof. But the story of the beautiful sleeping Briar Rose, for so the princess was named, went about the country, so that from time to time king's sons came and tried to get through the thorny hedge into the castle. They found it impossible, for the thorns held fast as if they had hands, and the youths were caught in them and could not get loose again and died a miserable death. Why doesn't anybody tell these king's sons, hey, maybe don't go there? This last guy's son, he died. He died there. I mean, this witch could be a dwarf. Sure, it wasn't a dwarf, or perhaps a dwarf. But they found it impossible, for the thorns held fast. Okay, so they died the miserable death. After long, long years, a king's son came again to that country, and heard an old man talking about the briar hedge, and that castle was said to stand behind it, which a wonderfully beautiful princess named Briar Rose had been asleep for 100 years, and that the king and queen and the whole court were asleep likewise. He had heard, too, that from his grandfather, that many kings' sons had already come and had tried to get through the thorny hedge. They had remained sticking fast in, and had died a pitiful death. Then the youth said, "I am not afraid. I will go and see the briar rose, the beautiful briar rose." The good old man tried to dissuade him, but he did not listen to his words. But by the time the 100 years had just passed, and the day had come when Briar Rose was to awake again, when the king's son came near the briar hedge, there was nothing but large and beautiful flowers, which parted from each other of their own accord and let him pass unhurt. Then they closed again behind him like a hedge. In the courtyard he saw the horses and spotted hounds lying asleep. On the roof sat the pigeon, with their heads under the wings. And when he entered the house, the flies were asleep on the wall. The cook in the kitchen was still holding out his hand to seize the boy, and the maid was sitting by the black hen, which she was going to pluck. He went further, and into the great hall he saw the whole court lying asleep, and up by the throne lay the king and queen. Then he went on still further, and all was so quiet that a breath could be heard, and last came to the tower, and opened the door into the little room where Briar Rose was sleeping. There she lay, so beautiful that he could not turn his eyes away, and he stooped down and gave her a kiss. As soon as he kissed her, Briar Rose opened her eyes and awoke, and looked at him quite sweetly. And then they went down together, and the king awoke, and the queen, and the whole court, and looked at each other in great astonishment. And the horses in the courtyard stood up and shook themselves. The hounds jumped up and wagged their tails. The pigeons on the roof pulled out their heads from underneath their wings, looked round, and flew out into the open country. The flies on the wall crept again. The fire in the kitchen burned up and flickered and cooked the meat. The roast began to turn and frizzle again, and the cook gave the boy such a box on the ear that he screamed, and the maid plucked the fowl ready for the spit. And then the marriage of the king's son with Briar Rose was celebrated with all splendor, and they lived contented to the end of their days. Well, that was actually that was a very, that was a happy story, surprisingly. I mean, the other one was happy, but there was no, well, I mean, I guess in this way it's like, oh, my hero, but in the other way, it's very weird and having fun boys' night, Tangerine. I hope it goes well. Yes, that was a nice story. That was a romantic story. Happy ending, yes. Okay, how's everybody? Is everybody getting sleepy? Fell asleep for a bit. It looks like this was more effective, so it was effective. It was. I must say, I'm getting quite sleepy myself. I am getting quite tired. Let's see. We can do one more. We'll do one more. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. We'll do one more before bed. And then we shall call it a night. What do you say? Let's see. Well, how late are you going to stay up? Let's see. I'd like something romantic. Something want to do among. What were they thinking? Taylor Blue. Let's see. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you find it soothing. I I don't have a secret. This is my quiet voice. I'm trying to do it very quiet, very soothing, but and I usually sound much more like this. I usually sound like this, and I'm not the most soothing, and I'm actually quite awkward sounding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's not. But I'll to keep talking like this for tonight because this is, we're trying to get in the bed mood. We're trying to get in the bed mood. Blue Squirrel's a bit long, so I'm going to save that for the next story time, I think. Because that one's that one's like 4 or 5 pages long, so I think I'm going to save that for the next. And let's see. It's hard to tell. Let's see. How many pages Cinderella is. Cinderella? Oh, thank you. Thank you all so much. Don't make me cry again. Don't make me cry. Stop. Okay, let's see. Cinderella. Bed. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. You stop. I don't think the girl without hands is going to have a good ending. So let's see. Sleeping Beauty. Oh, there's little Snow White, but not regular Snow White. So let's see. Okay, there's 2 Snow Whites. So there's Snow White and Red Rose, and then there's Snow White. Quite confusing. No, don't bully. Let's see. Let me see if I can find Princess and the Frog. Sorry, I should have. See. Fine. Yes, there's little Snow White. Very lot of Snow Whites. The Wedding of Miss Fox. That one probably wouldn't go badly, right? It probably wouldn't be bad. I don't think I can handle it. My poor little heart can't handle, one going badly. The Hare's Bride. Let's see. And the cat. The Maid of Brackle. It's so technically, yes and no. But thank you all for coming. This has been nice, and I'm glad, and I hope you had a nice time too. Let's see. Brides on Trial. Not be reading that one tonight because that will probably end in death, and we do not want that. The White Bride and the Black Bride. Let's see. The Black. You're welcome. Thank you, big boy. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. I know you've been here. Well, you get what I mean. White Bride and the Oh, it's wedding season now. Did you know April is wedding season? Or perhaps any of your parents married in April? Be sure to get them a wedding gift. Do you know how many years your parents have been married? You know what's the correct gift for a 50th anniversary? I don't. I certainly don't. This one seems short. Hopefully it will end terribly. Okay, God damn it. 50th, probably a nuke. Don't you? That is very mean to say about your parents. That's very rude. That was not, my grandparents lived it. My grandparents, I believe they made it to their 50th wedding anniversary, maybe 60th before he died. I believe possibly 60th. Maybe 50th. No, they actually had a wonderful, wonderful anniversary dinner, and neither of them were using canes at that time. And that is very ableist of you to assume that canes are used by primarily old people. And that is very ableist, and I do not do that, sir. How dare you? Get out of here. No ableism. That doesn't mean every old person uses a cane. That doesn't mean only old people use a cane. I used a cane years ago, but I'm thankfully off of it now. Can we go to Hot Topic tomorrow? Sure. We'll get our hymn hoodies and our My Chemical Romance shirts and everything like that. I went into a Hot Topic fairly recently, and I just did not recognize anything apart from the anime stuff. I don't know these newfangled bands, and it doesn't even seem like any of it is really band related. It feels like it's all pop culture if it's not band related. It is all Boku no Hero. Let's go to Spencer Gifts. They have American Psycho t-shirts now. Did you know? See, the Heavenly Wedding? The Heavenly Wedding. Let's do the Heavenly Wedding. This cannot end terribly. So we'll do, Clow. Oh my gosh, Clow. Thank you, Clow. Oh gosh. Oh, hello and welcome, and thank you for the raid, Clow. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Thank you, and congratulations on your debut, by the way. Congratulations on your live 2D debut. And I hope you had a great stream, Clow. Hope you did. Oh, yes, we are getting very comfy, and thank you. We are trying to decide our last favorite story. Does anybody, perhaps rating, have a favorite story from either Grimm's fairy tale or Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales? We're looking for something. Oh, it wasn't. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I saw like the thing, and it was like, should I'm like, I don't have the time to watch this because I'm so swamped getting ready for this stream tonight and tomorrow. So I didn't know. I'm sorry. And welcome, and thank you for following, Dirk, and thank you for following Greedzilla as well. But yeah, we're trying to decide. We may finish off with one called The Wedding Something. So let's see. The problem is the book's a bit big and it's hard for me to look at the screen. What's my favorite bedtime story? I don't really have, I'm not really too experienced in that. I do really like, I have favorite children's stories, but I don't know about bedtime stories specifically. Oh, thank you, Cloud. Thank you so much. We could try the Heavenly Thing. Might be some. Or, okay, that doesn't... I'm having a problem here. We're trying to find a story to finish off on for the night, but everything is so gosh darn tragic and terrible that it's all ending, It's all ending terribly. The drip in the ice. Oh, dang. Well, we knew about the guy with the drip in the last one. Let's look through Hans Christian Andersen's now. A mini Zotz. Yes, we could do a mini Zotzodon as well. Let me just look through this. There's the Princess on the Pea. We could do the Princess on the Pea. That seems fairly short. And then we'll have a little talk. Okay. Huckleberry Finn would be a nice one to do as well. I'll look into that. Okay. The Princess on the Pea. Once there was a prince who wanted to marry a princess. Only a real one would do. So he traveled through all the world to find her, and everywhere things went wrong. There were princesses aplenty, but how was he to know whether they were real princesses? there was something not quite right about all of them. So he came home again and was unhappy, because he did so want to have a real princess. One evening, a terrible storm blew up. It lightened and thundered and rained. It was really frightful. In the midst of all, there came a knocking at the town gate. The old king went to open it. Who should be standing outside but a princess, and what a sight she was in all the rain and wind. Water streamed from her hair, down her clothes, into her shoes, and ran out at the heels, yet she claimed to be a real princess. We'll soon find that out, the old queen thought to herself. And how's she gonna find that out? How is she gonna find that out? That's a little, like, how? Oh, wait, did I miss egg? Egg's gonna kill you. Oh, God, oh, hey there, kid. This is one you can't outrun. You're gonna get you nobody. Oh, wow. Oh, is that stuff from Hug? Oh, I was a little confused. Okay. Okay, pal. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was confused. Okay. I thought it was Huckleberry Finn. Okay, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you for behaving. We're trying to finish up a bedtime story. Okay, so sorry. I'm sorry, Greedzill. I apologize. Yeah, we're not ERP. Oh no ERP, no ERP. We're just going to be reading. We're reading The Princess and the Pea. Let's see. So, we'll soon find that out, the queen thought to herself. Without saying a word about it, she went to the bedchamber and stripped back the bedclothes and put just one pea in the bottom of the bed. Then she took 20 mattresses and piled them up on a pea. Then she took 20 iron-down feathered beds and piled them up on the mattress. Up top of all these, princesses was to spend the night. Up top of all these, the princess was to spend the night. In the morning they asked her, "Did you sleep well?" "Oh," said the princess. "No, I scarcely slept at all. Heaven knows what's in the bed. I lay on something so hard that I'm black and blue all over. It was simply terrible." They could see she was a real princess, no question about it. And now she had felt one pea all the way through 20 mattresses and 20 more feather beds. Nobody but a princess could be so delicate. The prince made haste to marry her, because he knew he had found a real princess. As for the pea, they put it in the museum. There it's still to be seen, unless somebody has taken it. There. That's a true story. I don't know about that. Yes, they could have bought it from Wish. But, why is that? Maybe she just has a very sensitive... Is there a pea? Can you feel it? If you can feel the pea, maybe a real prince or princess. You think you feel a pea under our bed? Do you? You feel a pea? Do you? I mean, maybe. She's just fussy. She had a lucky guess. She went searching through all of them. She went searching through them all. Just like, I'm gonna find something. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna find something. So, she could just be picky. She could. No, I'm not an expert on it. But, so, we had our nice relaxing story time. But, I hope, it was, I hope it was nice. So, what shall we do now? Is everybody getting comfy? Is everybody ready for bed? Are you brushed up? Are you going to brush your teeth, perhaps? Mary, it's fucking terrible. What kind of B&B is this, Mary? Thank you. I will. And this has been a wonderful wonderful way to end the day, and I'm glad you all had a great time as well. I hope it was very relaxing and put you in the mood for sleep. I hope it was very, very relaxing. You thank you all for coming. Is this yes, that is the one. We got that vibe. Oh no, gosh, I shouldn't say vibe check, please. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for joining. Oh, ready for bed. Oh, good. You're doing your fit reps because I help you focus. Well, that's an honor, and I hope your fit reps go well. Thank you very much. I'm glad I encourage you to do them. Yeah, cooked and eaten an inhuman amount of hash browns. Don't we all? You have to eat way too many hash browns. It's the rule of hash browns. And then you're like, why did I eat that many? But then somehow, an hour later, you're hungry again. It's because you need protein over carbohydrates or protein with your carbohydrates. Yes, we'll absolutely be doing something like this again in the future. And thank you very much. Thank you. You're welcome. I'll try to do more of these, and I hope everybody had a great time. So let's see. Who should we raid for tonight? Let's see. Who can we raid? Let's see. There's Nyaru. Anybody have any other recommend? Nyaru or Picky? Okay, we could do Nyaru. See. Nyaru or Picky? Let's go with Nyaru because she is slightly. We'll give her some more. Give her some more of us. To bother her. I do like Picky too. I do like it. Please don't think this is me picking, one or the other. I'm just, I think we'll go with Nyaru because Picky has slightly more, but I don't know. I hate to go by numbers. I don't want to make it about numbers. Let's see. We'll go with Nyaru. And then next time there's a choice like this, we'll go with Picky. Okay? So everybody, I hope you had a great stream and a great time. And should we do a stream? Should we do a raid message for Nyaru? Should we do a raid message? Let's see. There we go. Oh wait, no, we could do Troopa love. No. The raid message will be Nyaru love. Nyaru love. Okay, Nyaru love. So we will be raiding Nyaru, and the raid message will be Nyaru love. Let's go. Okay, I'll see you. Have a good night. Oyasumi. Good night. And oyasumi nasai. I'll see you tomorrow. See you. Bye-bye. It's Koopa. Good night.